Man, I gotta give you a shout out to you, bro, for always having the best hats, dude. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, repping. So speaking of, one of the things I'd say that you've put a master class on is your neighborhood tours. So
appreciate that.
I would love to hear more about, number one, how do you decide which neighborhood you're gonna do a neighborhood tour on?
I'll just drive around, and if I find a neighborhood that I'm like, this is a really cool neighborhood, I try to do a lot of times I try to do neighborhoods that are maybe a little bit higher than most people are typically driving through, so a little higher price point, just to kind of give people a look behind the curtain, so to say, just because they might never go in that neighborhood because they don't have any reason to.
How do you find the content? How many houses that sold? How big is the neighborhood? You know, how do you come up with, like, even you talk about a lot of the aesthetics and the architecture of those neighborhoods. Where do you get that information from?
Definitely pull a lot from the MLS, because I want to show you, like, there's 80 houses in this neighborhood and only 4 homes have sold in the past 5 years, which I think is pretty interesting because, you know, it shows that it's something that people don't want to leave.
Sure.
And it just creates a different aspect that makes that neighborhood super desirable.
So when you find those neighborhoods where there's very, very little turnover, right? What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, the first thing that comes to my mind is, like, obviously people want to stay here. It's super desirable. They want to live here for a while.
Yeah, and all of the neighborhoods that you've done, give me your, like, top 3 subdivisions in Baton Rouge.
Number one, I would probably say, is going to be like the Walnut Hills, Glenmore, all that area. So basically South Acadian to the west, Claycut to the north. This one might hit a little close to home for you, and that's U Club. And U Club is just the amount of amenities that you get in U Club are second to none. You really just get everything that you're looking for. My neighborhood tour this week that I filmed last week, I think is super undervalued, underrated, and I don't think people really know about it as much, but is like Hillsdale. Oh,
and you're like
for that
steps
location,
away from the lakes at LSU.
You're steps away from the lakes, you're steps away from Perkins Overpass area.
Oh yeah.
You have everything right there. It's just a cool area. So, and then the oak trees are probably second to none in the city. So
recently you had ordered some books. Shows the kind of person he is. He's not just trying to learn about necessarily like the houses. He's trying to learn the history of Baton Rouge and really what shaped Baton Rouge. And he sent me a few books.
Well, it's just funny to read about, like, a lot of these older neighborhoods. Like Capitol Heights was really like out in the country back in the day. You know, like considering the Baton Rouge started downtown, right? The first 2 neighborhoods were going to be Spanish Town and Beauregard Town, and like out in the country was like Capitol Heights. Right. So when people started building out there was a lot of farmland and things like that. So I thought that was, you know, it's pretty interesting. It's really cool to just kind of put some perspective behind how it all came to be. Yeah, for sure. And if you guys have not checked out Mikey's neighborhood tours, he does these tours weekly. There's so much incredible value. I think they're missing out on that. Appreciate it. Appreciate you, my friend.